online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
That's right. We're back.
Yeah.
Way too long of a break.
It really did feel like forever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so exciting, I know.
Time.
Welcome to the iZombie After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. We've been gone for about 4 months, I think.
Forever?
It feels like a year.
300 years.
I know. And it feels so refreshing. It's October. It feels like it should be back. And as you can see, most familiar faces here today. But, we're going to introduce the newcomer here first. Desiree Murphy.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
I'm so excited to be on this
Yeah.
panel.
And we want
It's
to
a
give
fun one.
a shout out to Asia, who could not be hosting this year, but she's
Yes,
getting
because she is
educated.
off at Columbia University.
Amazing.
Well, way to blow her
Getting
cover,
ready.
man.
Girl, I'm sure she probably wants that word spread. Anyways, she's gonna be running things soon. So, girl, we miss you and good luck. And we're holding things down here, season 2.
Yeah.
Well, now
It was like holding the suspense, you know?
why don't
you know,
why
but
don't
we're
you
here.
keep going, Blake? Let's do some intros here. Let's go
Yes.
around for the newbies. For if you're just tuning in for the first time, like always, thank you for joining us here on YouTube live or later. You can always download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, all that stuff. Rate us, thumbs up. Give us a shout out or tell us if we get something wrong, because we get a lot of storylines wrong. So
We appreciate all the
Yeah.
information. Any
Yeah.
information we can get is like much appreciated.
every commercial break, we're like,
What happened?
we got something wrong. But no, Blake, where can the people find you?
Yes, you can find me, Blake V, on Twitter and Instagram at Blake V Media.
Yeah, guys, and I'm Hannah. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Hotshot Dude.
And again, I'm Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at dmurph625.
Cheer.
And I'm Jared Gilkerson. That's at Gilkerson Radio on Twitter. You can tell me what I got wrong for the show, because I'm bound to screw something up. So we're so
enough.
excited.
Likewise.
It was like a little mini reunion out in the lobby area. We're like, oh my god, it's back! Like
It really was.
It was so much fun, and we have like a brand new studio area. It just feels fresh. Feels good to be back in the.
It's a whole new experience, everyone.
Yeah, and we flipped a little bit. I've never seen this side of Hannah's face
Yeah,
before.
what's up,
too.
guys? I'm over here
She has a whole new glow on that side of the table.
now it's like it's Jared and his girls. What up, baby?
Yeah.
Is that the new name of
that?
the show? Is that it?
Jared and his girls.
That's
Yep.
fine. Maybe they can make something there in the producer's room and make a little graphic for us. So, and
Like
pop it up.
it. Make a
whole
little
new-
theme song that
Yeah.
sings Jared and his girls.
Yeah, a little harmony. We'll work on something. Or
Perfect.
maybe a fan will make something for us.
Yeah,
so.
Even better.
Jared's Angels. What do we need to call it? I don't know.
Jared's Angels? That could work. If you guys are all angels, I don't know if that's really...
Yes.
We'll find out
Yes.
for the year.
Well, I think so.
But while I'm remembering,
Agreed.
we should... we do have a lot of fans that tell us that we get something wrong or right. Usually wrong, and they always... They get us. I was at work today, and I went to my Twitter, and I forgot how many loyal fans we had, and they were always shouting out. So I know that you have a few shout outs.
I wrote them down, and you guys have been awesome because you only haven't only tweeted us today and in the past 24 hours to tell us how excited you are. But we've been getting tweets this entire off time, and especially in the past week. So I tried to write down the ones in the last week. Desiree Murphy, Audrey at Damon Sarcasm, great handle by the way. Can tell you're a Vampire Diaries fan. Dustin Bradley, who is always awesome, man. You're always keeping it cool the entire year round. Alex Cole, Florina Radu, I believe is how you say it, and Genevieve Gao. Thanks, guys, so much for all the love.
All of our
Nice.
peeps.
That's like the regulars.
Yeah, right?
Also, I was one of those regulars.
Were you really?
Oh.
Stop it!
First name on the list.
Just jumping on it.
Okay, wait a minute.
Desiree, what?
Wait a minute. Were you one of the?
No.
Okay, I was confused
no, but
by the
I'm
reading
laughing
of it because you wrote her
I
name.
did tweet you guys today. I was like excited to be on the panel.
You did read it as a fan.
But yeah.
I did read it as
yeah,
a
you're like
fan.
Desiree Murphy. I'm like, she's sitting right
You're like,
next to you.
she's in the room with
That's why
us
I was
too.
like, I was holding it until after you were
Welcome,
done.
Desiree.
A big fan joining us.
Yes.
Well, I think she is anyways,
Yeah,
right?
I was a
Love
fan
the
of the show. I actually went to Comic-Con and saw the pilot and immediately was like, I need to check out this show when it's on air.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Very
technically.
cool.
That's hilarious. Did I retweeted you too?
Yeah.
I didn't even read it as like joining the panel. Well, there we go.
This is great. We're off to a great running start here.
It's amazing. I love it.
Retweeting people that are sitting a foot, not even a foot. I would say.
I mean, like we are
inch.
touching each
Yeah.
other.
Yes, we are.
Desiree, I think that was an even better welcome,
Yeah, I
actually,
think so,
that this
too.
even happened.
That's hilarious. Great, Hannah. Keeping it classy always. I'm back.
We need a whole hour just to talk about like
Just
this.
Hannah. Yeah.
Oh,
Hannah, we've
Lord.
missed you. I
She's also
truly have
going to
missed
shout
you.
out AFTERBUZZ too.
Yes.
She's like, AFTERBUZZ tells us.
Thank you so much for retweeting everything that we say, for liking all my posts. You're the best.
We love you, AFTERBUZZ.
Anyways, can we move on from this?
Yes, we can.
You want to
funny.
dive in? Well, something that someone can't move on from is Liv's mother.
Okay, great.
She can't.
Good segue.
She can't. Yeah. She can't move on from. Liv not. That's the first scene, so we gotta dive into the first scene. It's. We're
We're not going to get over this.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing about this. Anyways, keep going.
Yes, but we start off at the I almost said the library, the hospital, both just as bad. It's her mom's pissed, saying, pretty much bringing up the old wound that you wouldn't donate, you wouldn't give your brother blood, you wouldn't save his life. Well, obviously she couldn't.
Yeah.
She pretty much tells Liv to F off. Same thing with what's her brother's name again?
Evan.
Okay, Evan.
They did a good makeup job on him.
They did.
Did anybody else
Especially
think that
after 3
immediately?
surgeries.
Right.
It's good, man. Like his nose actually looked like very displaced the way that
Thoroughly
they did that makeup.
thrashed.
It was good.
Did you like his dramatic?
I know. Come close.
That was
It might
his-
as well have been like a Godfather moment.
True.
That's his. That was his. Like he's like Oscar. This is it. Oh, not Oscar. Emmys. I'm an idiot. Well, I say it's Oscar worthy. That's what I say. So.
It was totally.
I do too. And it was really unexpected because it was like, come here, Liv. Now leave and never come back.
Yeah.
It really was. I thought he was going to be
Come
like, no, I'm
close,
glad
come
you're
close,
here.
now go. No, go.
Never come back.
Are we gonna see like? Is this? I mean, her brother's not a huge character, but are we gonna see? How Major kind of disapproved of this lifestyle. Are they gonna butt heads, and then she's eventually gonna tell her brother why? She couldn't give him blood. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like her brother's going to know right when he wakes up, basically. Because I feel like she'll have to tell her brother and explain to her brother why she did what she did. Like, she can lie to her mom, but I don't feel like she can lie to her brother, right?
No.
Like, she'll want him to know why she didn't, like, save his life.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Is everyone thinking the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's like sort of par for the course in this whole show. I feel like everybody's going to find out eventually.
Yeah.
It's sort of just like the order in which
Mom will
somebody
be the
finds
last
out.
one.
Mom.
Isn't she
what about
always?
Dad? Where's Dad?
Oh,
Do we
Where is
really
Dad?
not know
Question.
who Dad is?
If any of the
I mean,
fans know,
yeah.
I
but-
know that we don't know who he is, but has he really never been brought up?
I can't remember
I don't think
anything
so.
being brought up about the dad.
No.
ever.
I
Not
think they've
even at the Halloween
intentionally kept it silent this whole entire
Yeah.
time.
I think there's going to be a reason for that down the way. Why they've kept it so silent? It's going to be someone.
It's going to be amazing, I'm
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
It better be amazing.
a cameo. It's going to be a cameo.
I'm really like stressed about this because now I'm gonna have to try to figure out who it is.
Well, don't
Because
let
they have to already know.
Don't let me stress you out. It might just be some pointless thing I'm bringing up. But I do like to see you stressed out on the show already. 10 minutes in.
I know, right? I'm so stressed about Desiree over here. I mean, like, whatever. I'm just kidding.
She's like, I haven't even
why
done
did
anything.
you catch me? It was first on my
Because
list.
I
You should
had
have
to
seen
wait.
it.
I was like,
Yeah.
Did you see it? If you were gonna
no,
wait.
I didn't see it on the list. You said it, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till
Yeah,
she's
it's
done.
better.
She's going to fit in nicely with this group.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
right?
Yeah.
I feel it already.
Already deceiving me. It's over. We're done.
And all the fans, please don't hesitate to give Hannah some crap on social media about this. I support it.
She loves it. She wants it.
Yes, please.
Another ribbing that's taking place on the show that's some of my favorite back and forth, and we need to jump into this because this could take us in a lot of different directions, is Blaine as this funeral director. we saw him early in this episode. We'll jump into the case later, but come on, fans, we know Case in here, take a little backseat to Blaine. I mean, can we all agree? Blaine?
Oh,
absolutely.
100%. Yes.
So what did you all think? I want everyone's opinion on when they had him. Where did you think he was? I mean, you could kind of stained glass behind him, but what did everyone was thinking?
Well, at first I was like, okay, it's a church. And then when he started talking, I was like, oh, he's in a funeral parlor. Yeah. Like, absolutely. Yeah. So...
I honestly had no idea, and I was mortified to see what it was going to be because I just envisioned him standing up on a podium, like speaking to a large group of people, like whether he was like forming his group or army or cult or whatever in the world Blaine would be forming. But then I was also concerned that maybe he was like running for some sort of like governor or something. I was like, what is happening? His hair is slicked back and he's like acting way too professional. I was mortified. I was mortified to see what it was, but also, I mean, just thrilled to see Blaine. Let's be honest.
Yes. I know. If we know Hannah, we know she was thrilled when he came on screen.
Right?
I was a combination of the both of you. Mm-hmm. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, so definitely a church with the stained glass. And then I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought it could go in any direction. It could have been a funeral director. It could have been something else entirely. He could have been talking about his zombie brains business still. Mm-hmm. So I was like unknowing at that point.
Yeah. I thought he was practicing in front of a mirror. Like, because it was way too rehearsed, but it was some dopes in there.
That actually would have been awesome. I would have loved that if he was practicing.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's so slick, though. He didn't...
Right? But I didn't like his slick back hair. I was so happy when they showed him later and it was back to his normal Blaine hair. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I'm not digging this whole slick back
look. I didn't like it either.
Right?
Yeah,
I like his like bad boy kind of feel, just like look. But
now this would be better though.
But why is his hair still bleach blonde? Like, I don't know why in my mind him not being a zombie anymore means that he would just go back to his old hair color. Mm. But was it always blonde? I can't remember in the boat sequence. Maybe it still was really blonde.
That's a good question. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was quite as blonde, but I don't know if we're going to get into this later or not.
Let's just
jump into it now. All right.
You could tease, but no.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So, I am of the opinion that the hair is still blonde because he is still pretending to be a zombie, and he's still running his business in the funeral home or mortuary, wherever it is that he's working as a zombie. And we sort of saw at the very end when he had the shipment of Utopium come in that he's like full speed ahead with this whole business arrangement. And I think he's still just trying to trick everybody into thinking that nothing has happened. He's still the same, business as usual. So I think that's why the hair is still blonde.
Maybe.
And I think there's still some after effects. And we could just keep going with all these funeral parlor scenes with the hair staying on the back of his neck when Liv comes by. That we find out more, and we can talk about it later in the episode, that's a tell that these zombies can now with this half cure. It's like you still have a zombie sense.
It's like Spidey sense.
I was going to say,
zombie
sense. It's like they became something else, or like they still have
the gene, the zombie
gene. Yeah, just like some sort of
dormant
recognition to what they used to be.
Mm-hmm. It's like Magic Johnson.
But what I didn't understand, I totally disregarded that comment to him. Like, I have no idea what that was. I'm going to keep going. But the thing that I didn't understand is because Major doesn't get that sense around Liv, but Blaine did when Blaine walked in the room.
Yeah.
And then I just want to call him Raul, but I actually forget his name on the show.
Ravi.
But Ravi, when a Major had said that, he was like, it's because Liv, gave you the cure or whatever. In a joking sense, he said that. But Liv also gave it to Blaine, so that can't be the reason why.
Mm-hmm. No, not true. I mean, you're saying just because he doesn't get the sense around certain people?
But Blaine gets the sense, though, around Liv, and Major doesn't.
Because there's hatred there. Picture like an ex-boyfriend. So if you're around say you're out at a bar or something, and then like an ex-boyfriend walks in, you're like, ugh. Like it's someone, but if let's say it's an ex-boyfriend that ended well, and it's someone that you're friends with now, and someone that you've had like a really good past with, maybe you won't be as
So
alarmed.
We think it's just like a love sensor that keeps Major from feeling that sense towards Liv.
Yeah, I think it's a comfort. It's a comfort because he doesn't feel danger. He doesn't think that Liv's going to try and kill him.
Okay.
But he think around other zombies, he does get that feeling.
I think there's more to it.
I think there might be more to it.
Why don't you indulge us?
It's a good theory.
I don't know what side-eye things, but I don't think there's more to it.
I'm fixing my seat here. Sorry.
Did you get like the broken one that's gonna like
I have like
slowly
little
sink
legs.
down?
Thank you all the way.
I have little legs, you know, like where and you feel like a little boy. You know what I mean? So like a 4th grade desk or something. Sorry,
I know
that's all I
exactly
have.
what you mean, but that's hilarious. I've never heard it called that.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean to
Jared.
throw you off.
I
Jay
totally forgot that.
Gilkerson.
That's right.
Yes. I don't remember where else I was going.
No,
with
we
it.
were just talking about why he doesn't get the feeling.
Okay, but I think there's more to the reason why Major doesn't get it. Mm-hmm. But like what you were saying though about the whole brains thing and him trying to seem like a zombie. Sorry, I had to go back to what we were doing.
Hannah, you looked like a unicorn.
That's because I had to like do like brain power. I'm like, okay, brain Hannah, because what made you originally bring that up? but because you were saying something about
I'm gonna let this go for a second.
just let me do it, you know, because I'm like a crazy person. But you had mentioned him wanting to still seem like a zombie. But, like, I got the impression that the business he was running was more so about the utopia. Rather, I thought he was just trying to make it sound like he's running a brains operation or still doing that same thing. But actually, the business he's running in the basement is about utopia. That he's kind of dropped the zombie part and now has created, like... Because he just always wanted to be a top dog in whatever he was doing. Before he was a zombie, it was about the drugs. Mm-hmm. And then when he was a zombie, it was about the brains. But now that he's not a zombie anymore, it's back to being about the drugs.
Yeah.
Or it could be both.
It could be both. That's
could
what
be
I'm thinking.
Because as soon as Liv walked in, he was giving her the tour. And then he was
Exactly.
like, oh, here's this area and here's that area. And down in the back is for the brain excavations or whatever he said. So he's still got like brain cells
What do you think?
in mind.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, because I think it is a mix of both. Like, I don't know. He's all about the business, but I still feel like he's in that zombie mode. So
Yeah. So he might be looking at it as like a dual opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Like
double play.
Totally. Like he's still got the brain situation going on, but now he sees this whole brand new opportunity with the clean, pure utopium to like capitalize on both. And why not? If he's got the access to both, he's that kind of guy.
I think it's purely a utopian front.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think
you
there's any
two
brains involved.
Our pure utopium.
Yeah.
Pure cut.
We are combo.
yes.
All right.
Because
Yeah.
why would he want to deal with the brains now if he doesn't have
doesn't-
to? Because he kept jabbing Liv for like finally growing accustomed to it and seemed actually mortified by the thought of brains again.
Yeah, and plus he can
Right?
actually die. Other zombies would know if he was, had a front as being, oh, I'm still a zombie and I'm running this,
Right.
this brain lair.
And
But
all
then
this-
why would he need to continue putting on the zombie front? Like, let's say that's
Exactly.
why he's
Yeah.
still got the blonde hair and still trying to be
Well,
a zombie.
I'm going to go gene now. I think I'm going away from this zombie. I know we discussed that earlier, but I'm going to go with that he still has this gene that, because he only had half a cure. So I think it's, it's like, oh, I'm cured, but there's still
He
some
still has the
leftover
appearance.
effects of like, oh, my hair's never going to go back to
Yeah.
normal. I still get a sense of other zombies. I have these leftover effects, but I'm human. So I don't think he'd risk his life. Utopian's just like he was a drug dealer when he's a human. So that's what he does when he's a human, and when he's a zombie, he deals brains because there's no fear of dying. Pretty much, you almost can't. It's hard to die as a zombie. So I don't think he put his life in risk like that. So
yeah. I agree.
it's the first
I'm
time
like
I
trying to
We'll
piece it all.
see.
I know.
I know.
We really agree. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe we agree better this way.
You have better eye connection, getting on the same level.
That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
We get each other now. Okay.
There was a great line in that scene. It was like when there was a bunch of great one-liners, especially with Liv. We'll jump into the case with her, who she assumed the identity of, kind of. But Blaine was like, "Oh, I've been pre-approved for a Best Buy card." Like she's like, "What have you been doing? Like, what are you doing?"
Like, I'm
And-
legit now.
Yeah, I'm legit. Pre-approved.
Because it's that sexual tension, right there that's happening right there between them two.
Yeah, back
going
on
back
that.
and forth, it's just that sexual tension and they're just trying to, make out or something.
So is that what happens when you have sexual tension? You talk about your Best Buy card?
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, you talk about anything about wanting to
You're like, hey, baby, I got my Best Buy card. It's coming through.
Listen, it's gonna
hell of a
happen.
weekend.
Everybody just wait. Somebody tweeted at me about it that they were still on the whole Blaine and Liv train, and I'm like, listen, me too.
You think they're gonna make out this season?
Oh, absolutely.
Does everyone think
That's
this?
so definite.
I don't know.
Yeah, come on now. Wait,
Juicy.
who do you ship? I want to know. Do you got somebody that you're rooting for Liv? I mean, everybody wanted Lowell, but he's
Yeah.
gone. So that's.
I don't know. I'd have
not
to
an
think about
option
that one a
anymore.
little bit
So
more.
you don't think Blaine and Liv at all?
I don't know.
I gotta know where you stand.
I could
Yeah.
see,
What type
Before
of
you can
person
go any
are you,
further.
Desiree? Right now.
No,
Let's
I
have
could see
it.
maybe like a makeout, but they regret it afterwards.
But then there's always that tension, and they like
Yes.
OTP at the end.
Wait a second, I don't know.
That's
that
one true pairing. If you are not hip with the whole like young lingo for teen
don't know.
television, it's OTP.
I'm not sure.
Thank you, Hannah.
No
now
problem.
We know. Now you
Yeah.
know.
The more you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely. Lovely.
There's one last thing with the scene. What did you think of Liv's move to tell Blaine, he's on borrowed time, and we gave you a half of a cure. What do you think of that move by her? Do you think that was a smart move?
Yeah,
was that
it
her
worked.
only play? Was that like her only thing to tell him? Pretty much, she had to pretty much tell
I
him
think.
that.
Yeah. I
Even
mean,
though
I
she
think
doesn't
so.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it
he
worked.
Yeah, and he's so like ruthless and like wily. How else is she gonna
Ruthless
rein
and
him
wily.
in?
But see, here's the thing: now they're gonna have to work together. You know what I'm saying?
So you're just waiting for the makeout, and then the
any-
show's over.
It's
I
gonna
really hope
happen.
this happens now. I do.
It's
Season-
gonna happen.
Just to
5.
see Hannah's reaction.
I know.
Basically.
Like, okay, we did season 1. We got everybody hooked. Now we got to start to develop these relationships. So
We do.
yeah,
True.
yeah, we do.
I think there's
but
gonna
I
be.
just okay. Answer me this, Hannah. Why would
Answer me this.
I don't like the way
Answer
you
me
said
this.
that to me. I don't like.
answer
Riddle
me
me
this? Why would Liv find anything attractive about Blaine though?
She doesn't have to. It's sometimes you just gotta have it, and she
Yeah, you
gotta
just-
have it with him.
Okay.
We shall
right.
see.
You
There we
know?
have it.
But now I really do hope it happens, like I said. So
Oh. I still don't see it.
I don't know if
what
it
that
will.
always
You
I don't
was.
know what that was either. I don't know what that was. That was involuntary. I couldn't help it.
It's been a day of noises.
Like a sci-fi
Yeah.
Yeah,
creature.
there was a few when we were watching
Weird.
too.
I think a gremlin might have come up through me. I don't know what happened.
Do you want to jump into this case with
I mean,
more
we might as
wacky
well.
names?
Sure.
More W names. Wasn't that
yeah.
a thing last year?
It
W.
was.
It was?
It was also for the first episode,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
right? Wasn't it? All those W names.
Yeah,
Is there a
it's
reason
too
for that?
much. What's
You
that?
mean
Is
it's
there a reason for that?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get the
Maybe.
creators on this
we
year.
haven't gotten to the bottom of it yet.
Yeah, we will. We'll tweet.
We will.
We'll tweet at them.
Because
Rob
somebody will
Thomas.
do the research and let us know, as they always do.
Yeah, and a lot of
And
times it has to
thank
do
you.
with past shows they've worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there might be a Wendell and like I don't know what show.
Veronica Mars.
Yeah, Veronica Mars.
That's what it was,
VM,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw a young girl jogging, and she's kind of getting creeped out by a lot of different things in the neighborhood. And we see an old man that was fixing a car that we later find out to Wendell. No, I have this right. Wendell Gordingale.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wendell Gordingale. And I just put
I think it
crushed
was-
undercar.
I think it was like a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Not like a
Gording.
combo last name.
No.
But like a 3-part. That's what I
Gording.
thought.
So,
Yeah.
that's a middle name, Gording.
I
Gordon.
think so.
Gordon.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh,
I
did
thought
too.
I'm
that
an
sounds
idiot.
right.
Yeah.
Wendell
missed it.
Gordon.
No, we
Gale.
should have known. We watched with
Yeah.
subtitles.
True.
Shame on us.
Does that mean I'm the only one that observed
Yeah. Yep.
what was written there?
And her
with glasses.
neighbor's name is Gordon Gale.
They work. They work.
Gordon Gale. Okay, that would make sense. Sorry.
I mean, I think.
Yeah.
we'll go with it.
Okay.
I like it.
Cool.
Now that we've solved that problem, he was crushed under his car. They are at the crime scene the next day. We can go back to New Hope. There's a scene in there they talk about New Hope a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're at the crime scene, and they learn that his old curmudgeon sister-in-law, which she made
Clara.
Yeah, Clara. Thank you. They wanted to speak to her because she just rolled on up.
She did because she didn't she
Sorry.
Just rolled.
she came, I guess, to try to help, or she called and reported
No.
the death.
They called her. Yes. I'm sorry. She
Yeah.
called and reported the death. So then they requested that she
Yeah.
come by for
that's right.
for
Yeah.
questioning.
Yeah, she reported. She was a smart one. Who
And then she
discovered it.
rolled on up.
I think that is like a goal in life, to like be on a show just rolling up in like one of those motorized scooter things, right? Isn't that like everybody's dream?
It's the dream.
I think coming up later is going to be one of those
That's what I
segues. There's got to be a segue in this,
yeah.
this
Oh my
season,
god,
right?
I would love that.
I saw a kid on a Segway when I was driving here to the studio.
Listen,
I'm
I'm
like, this looks
terrified for
terrible.
what
sign.
people are
Was it
riding
like
out here
really
in
his
Los
mode of
Angeles.
transportation?
Yeah, but he was keeping pace with like a friend of his. So his friend's walking at a slow pace, and he has to go at a walking pace. It was really
doesn't even make
stupid,
sense.
but it was glowing blue.
I can't.
So-
I don't know.
Have you guys tried one? I haven't tried
No,
one.
I'm
haven't
so
tried
not
one.
about it. I'm
I
ready to
think-
like rip those
Everyone
out from
says
under
it's
people's feet.
impossible to like get hurt on one or fall off one,
No.
but no, I know you can.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you've done it.
I don't
no,
trust
I
that.
haven't, but I have seen people fall off them. So.
I saw somebody riding one in an airport line a couple weeks ago. Like as they're going through the TSA, he would like step on it to go
No,
one
no,
foot.
no, no.
I
But
swear
how's
to my
that even
life.
allowed through? Like,
I
that's
have-
too large for a carry-on.
No, the mini ones, the ones that are just your feet.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Oh, do you know what we're not talking about the big
No,
stuff?
the ones that are
The
just
ones that
your
are like
feet.
hoverboards.
got you. Oh, hello, Marissa. Hello, Marissa. Hello.
Yeah, I'm terrified of
She
these.
just
I'm
popped
not
right
happy
in
about
there.
it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me the other day they were going to go buy one and I needed to get with the future because they're faster than walking. And I was like, try running.
Well,
Yeah.
Like,
A
I'm
lot of
so
effort there.
confused.
I've only ever tried one of the stand-up kinds.
Oh, I never even tried those.
This was like 15 years ago at Disneyland.
Did you do well?
I did well.
Oh,
We all
good.
have some serious feels
Yeah.
about these, the way that we have just gone, like, let's talk about
I mean, should we get one on the show next week? Should we try?
should.
I would
Yeah.
like to see
Yeah,
one
for-
of us roll
for
up
sake
at,
of
like,
demonstration.
during the show, like late to the show, and kind of come into the shop.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So if AfterBuzz wants
Done.
to maybe donate or maybe rent one, I don't know if you can rent one, but
Let's do it.
whoever produces those, we love you, and we will. You can sponsor us or anything.
So send one right on over here.
Yeah.
AfterBuzz.
Please.
Come on
Attention, iZombie.
Yes. Yes.
over. Yeah. Attention,
guys.
iZombie. This case, we'll jump over to the call from the neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a huge
Byron?
part. Yeah,
Byron.
Yeah, Byron Thistlethwaite. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The names are like so thorough
this will wait.
in this show.
Real creative.
They are. They're
So
just,
creative.
These last names are a bit
I
much.
just want to be in the writer's room of the name development.
Yeah.
That room is probably the best room. I imagine that they are all,
But then you'll be like right next to. You'll be like live more, and they're like, and she'll be sitting right next to you, and you'll be like, oh wait, that's already a character in the show. Sorry. I'm trying to bring it back. It was a horrible way to get there. Long road.
I would. You're right. I'd be like, guys, live more. Oh.
I heard she likes the
Desiree
show.
Murphy.
I heard she's a big fan.
Yeah. Huge fan.
Number one fan
You're
of the
never
after show.
gonna live that down. Sorry.
Never.
We learned that B. Thistlethwaite is a big a scaredy cat of the local thugs in the neighborhood, like Rodney Ricks, which is such a cool name. So he says that this kid has been causing trouble, egging the old man's house, and that he suspects him. And he saw the old man tase the kid. So, like usual, they bring the kid in to question him. We'll jump to that, and he's drinking Max Rager, which is
A bad sign already.
just a bad sign.
Very
He's
bad.
chugging it, but we're getting some great. Now, I don't know if you wrote down. We're getting some great Liv one-liners here because now she's assumed the identity of Wendell,
Dude,
kind
Which
of.
I love.
Right?
This is
Oh my
great.
God, I know.
Yeah, I
Didn't you
know.
love this live more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you have any? I wrote. Did you
My
write any few
favorite
down?
was the one, get the sand out of your crack.
Yeah.
That was my favorite, and I think I'm going to
Oh, to
use that in my
Babs.
everyday life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone
Get the
else?
sand out of your crack.
Yeah, and then this was like sort of related, not necessarily something she said, but she said a very unfair comment towards Asians.
Oh yes.
Oh my
But
god,
the
I forgot about
funniest
that.
was-
That's so funny.
Yeah, but the funniest was Ravi was like, "Okay, Archie Bunker,"
Yeah.
and like, does anyone get that or no?
Oh yeah.
Why don't I remember who
All,
are
all in the family.
All the family.
Oh, like the name
Good
rings
catch.
a bell, but I
See,
don't remember.
I know,
Like,
and I
don't
feel
remember
like
what it was
so many
from.
of their references are like multi-generational, and
That's
it's so
true.
good. I liked it. I appreciated that
Yeah.
one.
Desiree, did you have any quotes? You remember?
I just
Another
remember
one?
the T-shirt he was wearing when
Oh.
we first saw him. T-shirts are passe.
And
she's like, "That's stupid."
Yeah, and she said something. I like that.
Can we just like keep her like that? I love like the good,
I know.
sarcastic little.
Just tell it like it is.
good.
Liv.
Yeah, but next week you're gonna get like frat boy,
Which
Yeah,
is
which
honestly
gonna be
great.
good. Yeah,
I just want to see her drinking beer and burping.
she will be.
You know,
She will be.
You got it.
you got it. Can we all drink like Natty Lights then during the show?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Throwback.
We'll have them buy a case for us here. So.
Perfect.
Are you
We'll be
making a note of
prepared.
that?
So, segues,
Nice.
Natty
Yeah,
Lights.
just to look busy. I was actually writing over what I already had written. 'Cause I was like,
See,
yeah.
I normally would
Yeah.
do that, but I keep my notes on my right-hand side, but Jared told me I had to move them.
Well,
Apparently,
you know,
so
as
I can't
as
be
lead
doing
host,
the
I have
looking
a few
busy
things
now.
I like to do, and yeah.
it's okay,
Diva
Jared.
already.
It's okay.
I was gonna cram in the paint by numbers quote that she had. That was great.
That was a good one.
Where she asked, "You are all these paint by numbers yours, or do you have a slow nephew?" Great. It was just a.
I liked those. I actually liked those paintings. I was like, that looks like something I'd hang in my house.
Do you do paint by numbers?
I may or may not have done paint by numbers in the past 5 years.
Okay.
Anyone
Good
else?
to know.
I've never
No.
done it. I don't even know what.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Marissa.
There she is again. I love it when you pop in like that.
Voice of God.
Yes.
Several.
Yes.
Marissa,
Our
they can hear
engineer,
you, right?
Marissa.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
How many do you do?
Otherwise, we would look
I do
insane.
like at least once a year.
Oh, once a
okay.
year.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put-
See?
I've done a lot of.
Marissa, we can do them together.
Okay.
I used to love
I've done
those ones that were
several.
like velvety
I'm
and
already
you would
too.
color in. Do
Oh.
you remember those ones?
Wait, what?
It was like it was
yeah.
kind of like paint by
Rose
numbers, but it was like
art.
velvet.
Yes,
What was it?
Rose
I
art.
love those.
Rose art.
Rose art.
Yeah,
But then
it
every
was like
now and
velvety
then, your
black.
marker would go over the velvet too much, and then
And it
they
would
wouldn't really
ruin it.
work. Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what this is.
Okay,
We'll
whatever.
also bring one of
We're
those
getting
in next
so
week.
sidetracked.
Oh, great. Yes.
We're just excited to be back together again.
This has nothing to do with paint by numbers. But I only remember Lisa Frank.
Also good.
Lisa Frank's amazing.
Lisa
Amazing.
Frank's great,
Yeah.
but you're really missing out on the paint by numbers. Oh,
clearly.
Marissa even pulled them up for us to see.
Oh,
Lovely.
yeah.
If you're
Unfortunately,
listening
you
along
won't
with
get
this
these.
and you can watch, why don't you Google paint by numbers and all these names so you don't feel left out?
Rose art is what you're going to want to Google.
Yeah.
and
This
if
is
you're
the
driving,
velvet-
don't.
Yeah. Wait
Yeah.
till you stop. It is important, though.
It is.
And then
very
as soon as you
important.
stop, Google
Oh,
Rose
man.
art.
Look at us.
There we go.
All
That'll
right.
give me
We've
time to
lost.
look at my notes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into this Max Rager thing. We teased it a little
Yes.
bit with the kid that was. I know we'll come back to the case.
I was going to say, we skipped a lot with the case.
No, we'll come back because they
okay,
kind of tease that kid drinking Max
Yeah.
Rager. So we'll go to the office where our boy Vaughn, is that his last name? First name Vaughn? Wings.
It's his first name. I looked it up. It's his first name, and it's like Vaughn something Clark.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We just
all
like to call
care
him
about,
Wings.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wings.
say I still liked that we called him Wings last season.
Okay,
Let's just
Wings.
call him
Down.
Wings is on the phone with a bunch of investors.
Down. She's in.
Down.
Um,
Down.
And I love that he's playing tennis, and I don't know, and what that definitely wasn't the Wii. I don't know what that was.
I don't
but
know
it
what
looked
it was cool.
His new assistant, we get the first glimpse of her. She comes in, pretty much tells him, calm down. We've got this under control.
She's awful.
We know we now know the person who can pretty much get rid of every zombie.
Yeah.
Should we? So what
Which
is this all about? Who's this new? We find out later, but
Okay, we were trying to piece this together
Yeah.
too because none of us, y'all, we kind of suck and we don't remember everything. Point blank.
Sadly, it's true.
A lot happened last season, and I feel like we'd all have to go back and watch everything over again,
Yeah.
which I'm sure a lot of people did. That's why everybody gets to tell us what we say wrong. But we were
course.
trying to piece it together when you were in the bathroom.
Sorry, you missed out.
sorry, I had to make
We hey, throw him under the bus, but that's why. Just letting him know that's why I missed our
Yeah.
little.
Just let
talk.
him know I went to the bathroom before the
Okay, but so Max Rager, the first set of Max Rager was cut with the bad utopium or whatever that made people zombies. So now they're trying to kill off all the zombies before they release Super Rager, right?
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Super Rager.
So Gilda then
Super
Super
Max.
Max.
Super Max.
Okay.
So they're trying to kill the zombies. So once they release Super Max, whatever it is, did I already mess it up?
No.
That it doesn't look like it's still creating zombies, correct? That's what they're doing, right? So
I think that's what
Gilda
we
has
think.
come in.
Yeah.
That's a good
Right.
call.
So Gilda, after they killed off his last assistant, has come in to help him.
Gilda.
That is her name, right?
I
That
don't
is.
know. That's a
Because she
horrible
said
name.
some
It is
joke
a
at the
bad
end
name.
about Gilda, whatever, to come in and help them kill and eliminate all the zombies. I'm assuming that's just what she's coming to do. To rein in Vaughn to help him get rid of all these zombies. And I wonder if they set her up to live with Liv to help that happen. You think so?
That's
Oh my god! I
Interesting.
my mind was just blown.
Oh,
ready for
really?
this?
Was that? Oh, I thought you
Yes.
meant by what I said. I was like, oh my god, did I say something really smart?
You explaining it made it all come together in my head. What? Okay, so Peyton just disappeared.
Yeah.
She just disappeared.
How pissed are you about that?
I'm a little angry. I did tweet her a few times last season, and I would love a response from Allie. She's a great actress, and we'd love her to join us in the studio.
Yeah.
Now back to the story.
No, but okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, what if Vaughn orchestrated Peyton's kidnapping, and that's why she disappeared, and then in slides Gilda as the roommate.
So you think that? Do you think that? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay, I'm coming around to this now.
Okay,
I
bring
was
it
hoping
around.
that Liv didn't
Bring
put
it
some
around,
stupid
Jared.
Craigslist ad for a roommate, make it that obvious. So
No,
this-
I
this-
have a
this
feeling.
sounds like-
I have a feeling Gilda sought her out.
yeah.
Right? Oh god, and
This
Gilda's
is
gonna
good.
get real creepy and sneaky.
Oh yeah,
like
I mean, you
is
saw her face,
which
at the end.
which
Yeah, she
terrified me.
stared
And
right at her.
Yeah, and I wondered when they were like sitting in the meeting with Major and he's like playing all of the recordings. I was like, how in the world are they bugging?
Yeah.
That means they have everything bugged in their lives, but it's because Gilda has everything bugged.
Ooh,
Okay,
This is good.
I want,
This is
I want,
really
I want
good.
some a new blood opinion because we have all this like we're muddled first season mess, and I think you've watched it more recently, possibly. Maybe.
I mean, not really. No.
We all knew where Asia was coming from, but where do you see this like story? Because this whole Max Rager thing is kind of a cluster. It's,
Yeah.
You know, they're linked with the Utopian, but I don't know. Where do you see it? Where do you see the whole thing playing out? Especially now that we learned that Major's going to be working with them. Do you see it going in a certain
I don't
direction?
know. I mean, in season 1, I was confused about this whole Max Rager thing as it was.
Right.
These are really good points. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know.
This is crazy.
It's a tough one. There's
Yeah.
like so many facts and so many
Yeah.
crazy things that
Well,
keep coming up.
I remember us talking last season. I don't remember exactly what we said. I almost want to go back and watch our shows too.
It's like
see
I
what we
remember
said.
hearing voices,
Right.
And
I don't suggest
But like
that.
I remember us saying that we thought at one point that Major would end up becoming a zombie hunter because he got all crazy with those
we
guns
say
at the
that?
end. Yeah. And now that he actually is, but now he's doing it after all of his rage is gone. Now he's like back to being normal and sweet Major or trying to have a normal life. And now against his will, he's about to become one. So I thought that was interesting. And 2, I remember us talking about there being created 2 armies. And now I think that's actually going to happen. Because they're creating this, like, you know, army sort of to take down all the zombies. So the zombies are going to have to take down the Max Rager.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in that, Liv and Blaine are still going to have to bear up.
So you think
It
no
all
matter
comes
what
back
the
to them.
scenario,
It does.
they
It all
will
comes
link
back
So
to
you
them.
think remember the one scene where they showed how the one the guy that Major was going to be training, he was someone injected him in his kitchen. So
That was Major.
that injected him?
Yeah, to take him down.
No.
I thought it was Major
Was it?
too.
Yeah, and then Major kidnapped him and shot him.
See, I'm an idiot.
Because he has to kill
And
the
then flipped
zombies.
him over.
Okay, I thought they were flashing back into how he turned into one. I thought they gave him like half of. I don't know what's
No,
going
no.
on.
That was Major. That was Major's first
So
zombie
okay,
kill.
so how was this random guy, brown hair, doesn't look like a zombie, doesn't act like a zombie? How does this random guy become a zombie? How is this new strain of zombie?
But there was before because there were still all the people that were infected by the bad Max Rager.
But did they not look like zombies?
They don't have to because the same way Blaine, they have like spray tans and dye their hair.
So you think that this dad, who's in
Yeah, he
decent
really
shape
was a
for a
zombie.
50-year-old.
Because Major has zombie senses.
We know he was a zombie, but how did he get... I just don't understand. I thought you had to have the obvious symptoms, and now, just recently, if you have half of a cure, you start to kind of look...
Well, what about Chief Suzuki? He never looked like a traditional zombie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, you're right.
Oh,
He
damn
does
it.
now, though.
There's no right answer.
Yeah,
We'll never know.
so he...
Crazy.
So what did what did he inject him with? Like, what was... Because it looked like the way he killed him was injecting him with something in the kitchen. I don't know what the hell it was.
Or maybe it
I
was
don't
just like
know.
a tranquilizer.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, and then he shot
sedated
him in
him
the
to some
back.
degree.
Let's wrap up the case a little bit.
Okay.
Just to bring it home, they find out that there was that Wendell had like an insurance claim against because his car was scratched. So this is when her Liv's first flashback sees that the sister-in-law keys the car. So they go to question the sister-in-law again. She's playing poker, which is great because there's poker in the rear. They're playing poker with all the gals, and they pretty much corroborate. Is that the word? Her story? Is that what they
Sure,
say?
I don't know. That sounded like a word that I don't know.
Corroborate.
Sounded,
So 8 times fast. So they know that and this is when she has her flashbacks really close together. So she has her flashback again, sees that Wendell was feeding the dog bologna and possibly poison, which is what they suspect. They think that Byron's dog is dead and that he did it because they... Okay, here we go. They think, okay,
It was awful.
The
It was
guy's
an
got
awful
the
one
dog, so
tonight.
now he's still got the dog. Okay. Well, they find him on the security camera footage outside the bar. He's wearing waffle stompers. So they have to question him again.
I didn't
me
either.
neither.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
So is that a thing or
I
no?
didn't. I know. Or
apparently.
did they make it up?
I don't
We
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I
I've never heard of
think
it.
it's a thing, but I've never really heard it.
Waffle stompers.
The Foggy Duck
that up.
Bar. So they go to question him again, and this is an obvious guilty. They come in, the guy just starts like bawling right off the bat. He's like, one bad mistake, and he pretty much was drunk and killed Wendell.
It was so not right. It really was just like an
Unfair.
accidental thing. In like 2 seconds, he just kicked the car. He didn't mean to kill him. And then
or even if he did,
Throw
I've
your
got no
boots up.
problem with that.
Yeah.
Right, and then when he like leaned down to his dog, because that's what I thought. The minute that he started to like give himself up, I was like, oh God, if I were him, I'd just lean down to that dog and be like, I love you, I'm so sorry. And then he did it, and I was like,
It was so sad.
It was bad.
Don't
Like I won't
take
get to
him.
see
I
you
know.
again.
oh,
Like
it's too much.
tears.
No.
Yeah. I hated his t-shirt, though. So.
Okay, I did too.
He
It
should go
was
to
stupid.
prison for 20 years just for having that t-shirt.
Okay.
It's a little harsh.
We had a lot of more notes. We do have to wrap soon, but we had a lot because there's more like there's New Hope. Robbie's working on a new
Yeah.
cure, but he needs more. Was it
Cut Utopian, the bad Utopian.
Yes.
And then that leads us into Don E, who is related to
Scott E.
from last season, and he knows who cut the Utopium at the party
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
Which, if any of you guys remember what's went on with Scott E and his death and everything, please let us know, because like I can't remember all the details and I want to remember them. Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Same.
we all want
Great.
to remember
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And then also of course, Gilda. We think. Is it Gilda?
Yeah, I think it's Gilda.
The new roommate. As soon as they pulled out red hair, you're like, okay, it's her. But I mean, she's planting bugs everywhere. This is
not great.
So I think maybe towards the end of season 2, Liv versus Gilda.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Like, it's creepy how invasive she's being and how the whole Max Rager company is being. Like, they're pulling out all the stops at this
And then
point.
when she's talking at the end about how Major is basically like the new hire and he's like the Magic Mike hot or whatever,
Yeah.
that's another thing too to look
Oh,
out
man.
for.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm not
Are we
fan.
still
It's gonna be a
doing?
mess.
Are we still doing predictions?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's still a thing. Are you a
And
crazy
now,
person?
your AFTERBUZZ TV
I
predictions.
feel like now we have more lights.
I know.
We do all these new studio lights.
Fancier.
So
Who
cool.
wants to lead this one off?
Blaine and Liv are gonna end up
Well-
together. You know, that's gonna
End
like,
up
you know,
together.
end up together. Not yet, but there's gonna be some like
Hannah has
hate
a very
sex.
consistent prediction.
Yeah.
From after show to after show. I think that Vaughn and Max Rager orchestrated Peyton's kidnapping. That's where I think she went.
I dig that.
And I do think it's odd that nobody really, everyone's just like, oh, Peyton left. But we didn't get an explanation of like where and
It's
why.
very true.
And,
No,
you know?
but didn't her and Liv have like a falling out towards the end because Liv was keeping things from her? And then she found out Liv was a zombie, didn't she? Or she
don't
had
remember this.
suspicions.
Yeah, because Liv killed
Yeah, she
the one guy.
and
I
she
don't remember
watched
his
it
name.
happen.
Yeah.
So she lost her shiznit, and I think I don't think maybe she got kidnapped. Do we know she got kidnapped?
Oh, no, that's
your
purely in my
prediction?
brain.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
my prediction.
I think she
prediction
may-
segment of the show.
I think she may have dipped out on her own, and then maybe I don't know if she'll come back, or maybe she's made some friends on the outside on another end, or maybe she's still keeping in touch with Major.
But we don't know any of that.
This is
That's
true. This is
Sorry.
Hannah's almost prediction segment of the show.
This is me working out my predictions in my head right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Desiree.
Oh gosh. Oh my
I know.
gosh.
I'm like
Predictions. Like,
scouring
let me
through
get the
my notes.
names right first.
Yeah, it's a
No,
hard
but
one.
I'm very interested in this new roommate thing. I think she's going to go after Major because, I mean, why
It's
wouldn't
a sensitive
she?
spot with Liv, too.
I know.
Like,
and
what a way to get in there.
exactly.
And
And
mix things
just the
up.
fact, like, the way him and Liv are right now, I think he'll go for it. So.
Oh.
And maybe then maybe
my God, guys. Oh my God.
Blaine and Liv
Yeah.
will get together because Liv will be so pissed.
Because Gilda and Major will drive Liv into Blaine's arms.
Yes.
Woo!
This could happen.
Oh my God,
All of our
guys.
dreams come true. I think that Blaine and Vaughn are going to be doing some serious working together.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say that they would hook up, and I'm like, no, you're getting
I think Blaine and Vaughn are going to make out this season. But no, those two working together, those two have some of the best lines in the show, and they're actually two of the better actors on the show, in my opinion. And it'll be fun to see them team up. So I think, one has a bunch of Utopium, another has a bunch of Max Rager and Super Max.
Yeah.
So there's something going to happen there between the two.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find you? We'll run through it quickly.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at dmurph625.
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hotshot Dude. I now know her handle, so I won't get confused.
And I'm Blake V. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Blake V Media.
And I'm Jared Gilkerson. You can find me on Twitter at Gilkerson Radio. And next week we'll watch Liv do a little frat partying.
Yes.
So join us.
Join us.
That means drunk makeouts, right?
Yes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Poke you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.